Thank you for joining us here on the Elwin channel, where we share a variety of content about our passion for window shades, philosophies, history, life, and design. A man who works with his hands is a laborer. A man who works with his hands and his brain is a craftsman. But a man who works with his hands and his brain and his heart is an artist. Louis Nitzer, author and artist. Fun fact of the day, the first ever known to mankind window blinds weren't actually fancy wooden slats from England or anything of that nature. They were simply pieces of bamboo, dried reeds, and natural elements that were hung up outside of the home, which was a technique that was first started by the Chinese and ancient Egyptians. And welcome to the second installment of our energy-saving window shade series. In today's video, we're disclosing all the wonderful benefits of dope dyed fabrics and why they significantly surpass the quality of yarn dyed materials. You see, these two are some of the most common techniques for dyeing and coloring synthetic fabrics. First, let's talk about the yarn dye method, which is also known as piece dyed. Many artisans agree that this would be the easier method of the two, since the process winds up being a bit more straightforward. Yarn dyeing requires that the filament or thread be first woven into the desired pattern and then colored into batches. Once the strands of fiber are all wound up together into a thicker yarn, those batches are dipped into a large vat that contains a pigmented liquid solution. This allows for a faster process that results in larger batches, which means there's flexibility in creating a wider array of colors. However, the pigmentation or color fastness will definitely have a shorter lifespan since the result is on a superficial level. On the other hand, the dope dyed method offers a more surefire way of dyeing all kinds of fabric, including those that are pretty resistant to being yarn dyed. Initially, the tiny little molecules of the synthetic fabric are combined with the pigment solution right before they are spun and compressed into yarns or threads. This process, of course, allows the dye to literally become part of the thread's inner core and DNA, which in turn renders incredible color fastness as opposed to yarn-dyed fabric. Not only that, but the colors are extremely saturated, which makes the fabric ideal, especially for window shades that are constantly exposed to the sun or strong ultraviolet rays. When compared to window shade fabrics that are yarn dyed, the ones that are dope dyed are much kinder to the environment. Since there isn't much usage of water in the entire process, the leaching of chemicals is incredibly low to non-existent. Whereas the alternative technique will always create tons of water disposal, which will eventually lead to chemical waste and a greater contribution of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere from such high energy exertion. Which is why at Elwin we love our dope dyed window shades. We know that our clients are receiving dependable and long-lasting products no matter what, but we also feel good that we're helping save energy and we're offering environmentally friendly products. And that was our second video on the energy saving series. Please feel free to like and subscribe for more enlightening topics.